Hi, I'm Andrew and welcome to my channel. Please join me as we hike along the Eagle Creek Trail in the Columbia River Gorge in Oregon. We're going to see countless beautiful waterfalls, including Punchbowl Falls, the famous Tunnel Falls, and my personal favorite, Twister Falls. I'm already kind of soaked so far. It was raining when I started out on the trail this morning. It's supposed to clear up here pretty soon, and hopefully we will have a break in the rain for at least a few hours. Also, there were some waterfalls that I'd never even seen before pouring down on the trail that I had to walk through, so also got a little soaked from that. As you can see, a lot of these trees in the area are black and burnt. There was a major fire in this area in 2017. It started from a kid playing with fireworks, and it burned massive amounts of forest in this area. This is going to be a little tricky. We're coming up now on Punchbowl Falls. If you can believe it, some extreme paddlers kayak off this falls. Here's a better view of Punchbowl. On the hillside on the other side of the creek, many of the trees have fallen due to the fact that they've died after the burn. Not sure how we're gonna stay dry through this. Not too bad. I almost didn't recognize it because it's rushing so hard from all of the rain over the last month, but this is Loowit Falls. We're coming up on High Bridge here in a moment once we get past this tricky section. I've hiked this trail at least a couple dozen times, and I have never seen so much water. Here's High Bridge. We are going to cross Eagle Creek for the first time. Pretty cool slot canyon. This trail is an official alternate for the Pacific Crest Trail, which means it's an option to do this trail instead of the normal Pacific Crest Trail that goes over Benson Plateau in this area. And this is an alternate that I do believe most people take because it's way, way more scenic than the official trail. We're going to cross back over Eagle Creek now. It's pretty much been sprinkling all morning. My left foot's a little wet from walking through water, but it's not too bad. This campsite here I'm not familiar with. It must be not very visible in the summer from all of the growth and bushes covering it up. We've reached White East Camp, which is the first major campsite up the trail. I camped here a couple of years ago. The ticks can be pretty bad in the spring. There's a fire pit. tent pad, some logs to sit on. You can fit a few tents up here, and then a couple more down by the river or the creek as well. I want to take a little moment and tell you all a little bit about myself. So I started hiking again in March of 2020. I had hiked and backpacked many years ago, but I started hiking again when the lockdown started. I used to go to the gym every day, but once everything happened, I didn't want to go back to the gym, so I started going outside to exercise. One thing led to another. I was hiking every weekend, and pretty much every day of every weekend, any day that I was not at work, I would be out hiking. And it was partly to get exercise and partly to, enjoy nature. And then after about a year of hiking, I started backpacking again after many years. And I'm up to the point now where during the spring, summer, and fall, I pretty much backpack every weekend if the weather's nice. I visit places all over the Pacific Northwest, mainly in Oregon and Washington State. I'm also an amateur landscape nature photographer, and I take photos on my hikes. I post them online on a social network called Mastodon, which you may not have heard of, but you might want to take a look at it because it's a very nice place filled with lots of people from the tech industry, lots of people that take photos, lots of people that enjoy nature. And it's basically like Twitter, but without all of the a-holes. So that's why it's my social media home of choice. If you enjoy seeing videos about nature content, please consider giving me a like and subscribe. I plan on taking you all with me on my trips this year, so we will be visiting some of the most absolutely breathtaking places around. The Pacific Northwest in the United States is just incredible, so please follow along. If you've made it this far, you're in for a treat. The best waterfalls are coming up soon. Bit of a rocky section here. Waterfall off to the right. Here's where the fun begins, right around this corner. These rocks are very slippery, so I need to be careful. I'm going to stay up high as much as possible, away from the ledge. Getting rained on, poured on. There it is, Tunnel Falls. There's a tunnel behind it that we're going to hike through. This tree up here has been down for years, but we should be able to squeeze under it. I brought one trekking pole along with me. I had to pull it out a little bit ago to get across some water crossings that were difficult. Wow, look at that. I've never done this trail in the winter, so this is definitely a new experience. This is fun. Look at all the water coming down here. Next stop is Twister Falls. Here's Twister Falls. The water's rushing so fast you can't even see the twist in it. Thank you for joining me as we hike to some of the coolest waterfalls around. Although Twister Falls did not look like it does during the summertime, it was still pretty cool. Now I need to hike 3 hours back to my car, and it's probably going to start pouring down rain, so this is where we will end this video, but I appreciate you coming along.